You guys, we have to talk about Blake Griffin for a minute. This is a quote from James Edwards of The Athletic. He was talking on the phone with Blake Griffin today. And, he asked him about the rebuild that we are going to be going through these next couple of seasons. And Blake had this to say. He said, if I'm on the Detroit Pistons, I'm doing everything I can to help them. Now, Blake could be one of those, star players that says, you know what? I did not sign up for this. I want you to trade me ASAP. No, he didn't. Blake could, though. I'm sure a lot of teams would love Blake Griffin, and the Pistons would be forced to trade him. But Blake doesn't want to be traded from the Detroit Pistons. It's just the fact that he wants to help them be successful, and he wants the Pistons to do well. You can't say anything really bad about this guy. I know maybe we'll see a comment or two well, his contract's so big. Yeah, we didn't give him that contract. The Clippers did. Did we, give the Clippers too much assets for Blake? Yeah, I don't really think we should have sent that first round pick, but that's another video for another day. The fact that you have your star player saying that if I'm on this team, if you decide to keep me, I'm going to do everything I can to help you be successful. I think that's something that I really admire about Blake Griffin, and I gained a lot of respect for him today when I did read this quote. So, Coach Dwayne Casey, on his comments about this rebuild, he didn't so much say rebuild, but the words he said in this quote from the Free Press just screams, we're in a rebuild. He says the Pistons need to acquire a starting point guard, either in the draft or via free agency. If your point guard is growing and developing, that helps the growth of everyone else. Growing, development. That's a rebuild. Now, I don't want the Pistons to go in free agency and look for a point guard, because if you look at the point guards in free agency, outside of Fred VanVleet, it is incredibly weak. This is probably one of the weaker free agencies when it does come to point guards. Now, he did say draft as well. The Pistons need to draft the best available point guard, because that's just a hole in our offense right now. I know there's going to be some comments, well, you draft the best player available, whether that's Obi Toppin or Anthony Edwards. I get it. Obi Toppin would be a really great player, but if you look at our forwards, our power forwards, I think we're pretty set. I think we can all agree that we're probably going to re-sign Christian Wood. We have Blake, and we have Thon Maker if we want to bring him back on a qualifying offer. If you look at Anthony Edwards, could he fit with the Pistons? Of course he could. Anthony Edwards could be a really great player. But you look at the shooting guards we have. We have a lot of shooting guards. Bruce Brown, Luke Kennard, Kyrie Thomas, Langston Galloway if they want to bring him back. Svi Mykhailiuk. I don't even know if I named them all off. But that's a lot of shooting guards. If they were to draft Anthony Edwards, he's probably going to take some minutes away from one of those guys. We have a very big gaping hole at point guard. Now, I know someone's going to say, well, we have Derrick Rose. Yeah, we do. But I think we can all agree Derrick Rose did not sign up for a rebuild. If we told Derrick Rose in free agency, yeah, we're going to rebuild, I doubt he would have signed with us. I see the Pistons trading Derrick Rose eventually. But you need to address your point guard needs in the draft, not free agency. It'll save you more money for next free agency where all the good free agents are at. But let me know what you guys think of Blake's comments about wanting to help the team during this rebuild, and Coach Casey on we need to get a point guard either in the draft or free agency.